Okay, everybody, Stephen Key here, and I have a very, very special guest, Michael Weinstein. Did I pronounce that right? I never really asked you. Is that right?
You did. I'd let you know.
Okay, thank you. And we've known each other for how long?
Ooh, yeah, I got it. 15 years maybe?
A
Feels like
long,
it.
a
Yeah.
long time. And I know you, though, from working with these companies, these DRTV companies that are submitting ideas, and you've helped me, you've helped our students because these ideas come to you. But I know you in that capacity, right? Of looking for ideas for DRTV, as seen on TV. But
Exactly.
today I want to talk a little bit about one of your own products. Is that right?
Yes, you can't be good at something, I think, if and help people if you haven't tried to experience the other side of it. So I got
Thank,
lucky on that.
well, thank you for saying that because I think it's really important to firsthand really understand what it is, the license, the launch, the sell, the pitch, all that stuff, the protect, all those things. And how can you help someone if you haven't really done it yourself? So thank you for saying that. Okay, this product, I've seen it. James is gonna put a video up so we can watch it. You've been on the Howard Stern show. The product has been highlighted. How many times on Howard Stern?
Yeah, it was on Howard Stern a few times. It was even recently on Bill Maher. And in most cases, I had nothing to do with getting it there. They noticed it, they liked it, and they talked about it.
Okay, all right. This product is called Shittens. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to the Home Shittens Network. My name is Rachel Fine.
And I'm Richie Wilson.
And you are not going to believe the shit we have for you today. Richie, what are shittens?
Shittens are the revolutionary new wet wipe in the form of, you guessed it, a mitten. Now, what makes these things so incredible, Rachel, is that compared to old-fashioned wet wipes, these are square, they're small, they don't cover your whole hand. And if you press too hard while you're wiping, you're gonna get a case of the stinky pinky. Shittens, on the other hand, no pun intended, are fantastic for babies, dogs, the elderly. Everybody poops, so everybody needs a shitten. We have been proven to be #1 at #2.
Now, Michael, when you first mentioned this product to me a while back, I didn't know if it was a joke. I didn't know if it was a novelty gift. I didn't know too much about it, but when I first saw it, I go, "You got to be shitting me." There you go. I said it. You got to be kidding me here, right? But this is a real product, right?
It is. It's interesting. I'll give you the backstory, of course, but when you're looking at products, you're looking at a lot of criteria, right? Does it solve a problem? Is it a big problem, for example? Is it unique? Is it demonstrable? All these kinds of things. How big is the market? This one checked all the boxes, and again, we'll go through that, but it had the ability to reach people on a humorous level.
Okay.
But it also had a function that was very, very well received, and that's what really helped make it to what it is so far.
Now, when was the aha moment? Was it when you were sitting on the throne that you had this aha moment? When was that?
Great. So the background is this, and I didn't personally come up with the idea. I partnered with the person who had the idea and took it to market,
Okay.
and now we're partners. So the story was, I was in my car driving, listening to the Howard Stern show, and he had a guest on the show, Mark Cuban from Shark Tank, and they were basically kind of like as a goof, allowing people who work on the Howard Stern show to pitch Mark Cuban with their own ideas, like a Shark Tank sort of segment concept. And a bunch of people who work on the show pitched their ideas. Most of them were terrible. And this one guy who's been a producer on the Howard Stern show for, let's say 20 years or so, got up and said he has a problem. He has Crohn's disease. He's had issues. And he came up with an idea that since standard wet wipes are too small, you don't get enough coverage.
All right.
He took a wet wipe, made a giant version of it, a wearable mitten, and called it Shittens. And at the time, this was just an idea. So he came there ready with a prototype. He stitched it together, and he just pitched it, and kind of half kidding, just to see what the response was. Mark Cuban said it was great, loved it.
All right.
And then, like I said, I'm in my car. I hear this. I'm laughing. I'm like, this guy's got something. I need to connect with this guy. So when I got home, I went online and I saw the internet's now blowing up. There's all of these feeds and comments and posts about the segment. Did anyone hear about Shittens' funniest thing ever? And I happened to see that one of the comments on the post was from the actual producer who had the idea, thanking everybody. You know, thank you for the love. I really appreciate it. And then I responded to him directly and said, contact me. I'm going to help you take this thing to market.
How'd you find the
So-
guy? Wait a minute, how'd you find this guy?
Literally on, well, it was on Facebook. So I just happened to notice that he put a comment up on Facebook, you know, acknowledging the feedback. So I just direct messaged him and said,
all right,
we got something here. You need to call me.
Okay.
And so I met with them literally the next day. I went down to New York City. I met with his wife, Rachel Fine, who also works on the Howard Stern Show, met us. The producer is Richie Wilson. It was his invention idea. And the three of us sat there over a brunch, and I explained to them A to Z on how the process works in terms of taking a product to market, from the idea in a napkin all the way to millions of homes. They said, listen, we don't know any of that stuff. You want to be that guy? We'll partner up.
Okay.
We said done, and then it was off to the races for me.
Holy cow. I would have said a holy, but you know, this is really kind of amazing that something was so current that you were so fast to jump on it. And how long did it take from that meeting to launch in the launch? Was it fast?
It was about 30 days. I mean, again, I'm in a good position where I have contacts everywhere, so I can source, manufacture, quality control, build a site, set up, you know, all the different channels that I needed to do at record speeds.
All right, because you're in the business, you know how to do this.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so
I did it myself, but yes, I have the contacts.
And that's what's so important. I tell everybody, if you're going to work with somebody, make sure you work with someone that knows what they're doing, that's done it, that knows how to execute. You know, sometimes people start to work with someone that's never really done it, but they've got good intentions, but they don't have any experience.
Yeah.
So,
the other thing that helped us, it's interesting, in parallel to me noticing that this was a great idea, another Howard Stern fan who had heard the show separately reached out and wanted to invest. So the four of us basically, like I said, within just a couple of days, put this whole thing together. And then that was it. It just went, you know, I got the thing out online. It went crazy viral.
So how long, I mean, you're still selling that today. Now, this is back a couple of years, but it's still a product today, right? Still sells.
Yeah, we sell out pretty much every year. It's funny. I typically pride myself on my ability to project inventory needs.
Okay.
But with this one, you know, it doesn't matter. It's a great problem. But whatever we do, you can't predict that whomever, or Jenny McCarthy's going to tweet about it, or Bill Maher's going to put it up on his show unexpectedly. George Takei, Star Trek, puts up a Facebook post. The thing runs out of stock in like an hour. So those kinds of things.
So for you, it was timing, it was knowing what to do, and launching is fairly fast. And now this thing sells year after year after year. Wow. You know, when I first saw it, I was a little, you know, I didn't know what to make of it. It was such a, one of the little videos, and we're going to have all this stuff up there. You really made fun with the whole situation, but this is really a problem, isn't it?
So that's the most interesting part. You know, I was obviously intrigued by the fact that I thought it was funny. I knew the name would be a hit and it would go viral. Obviously, challenges, you're not going to put something in retail that, you know, that has that type of name. So there's always going to be that hurdle. But at the same time, that was the magic. But what really made it kind of go to the next level was the feedback we started getting from medical facilities. It was serving a purpose for them. There's a video even on YouTube from like an autistic community support group that thanking us for what they've done for their community. It's a serious video. It's beautiful. So it started to serve, it started as a gag gift, and then we realized this is an actual, you know, this is really helping people.
Got it. Hey, I want to talk about, we talked a little bit at the very beginning what you do. You've been in this business with the DRTV company. Can you talk about which one that you were with? Or is that?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, going way back, I was actually, you know, I was involved with a DRTV company before they were really DRTV, and they were more, let's call it catalog and print, and slowly they dabbled a little bit in TV. Then we had a huge hit with a collectible coin that just went gangbusters on TV. And then from there, I joined All Star, the company that created and launched the Snuggie.
Got it.
And I was the chief marketing officer for many years. And That was in Newton. I got to work together a lot there as well.
All right, so you're the real deal here. So what are you doing now? Are you looking at ideas from inventors? No, yes. I know they drive you a little crazy. I've had you on before. You've got completely swamped with submissions. I mean, what are you doing now, and how can you help people?
Yeah, I mean, most of what I'm doing involves, I'm basically like an outsourced chief marketing officer for established consumer product companies. Okay. I'm kind of like let's call it a marketing, forensic data analyst that can go and look at every report you've ever seen and find ways to make it, make a lot more money for them. Okay. But at the same time, I do work with a handful of inventors and help take products to market, as well as help them get licensing deals. Although it's usually a lot more, I do the vetting. So in other words, if it's a funded inventor, for example, or a startup, they'll bring a product to me. Okay. I'll build a website, shoot videos, run an actual market test, and then take those results to the DRTV companies.
So you really want someone that can invest a little bit of money to do some testing too. It's not just throw you an idea on a napkin.
Exactly, and that's, I was actually just going to say that, because even when I was on your show before and we spoke, and I thought I was clear, and I said, please only finish prototypes. Probably got about 400 ideas on napkins, like literal pictures with crayons. So it was a little bit early stage for me. A lot of fun and some great ideas. But
all right. Well, Michael, thank you very much for coming on, and I love this product, and wow, congratulations on such a funny, simple idea that actually works and people need it, and you knocked it out of the ballpark. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we got over 700 reviews on on Amazon, 4.7 stars, and the social proof, as you know, is key. So at least people have been happy with the product as well. What
a great stocking stuffer. You've got it in inventory. People, we're going to put a link down below. So if you want this, if you know anybody that needs it, I think everybody does, order it for a friend, a family, as a gift, as a gag gift. I don't care what it is. It works. It's fantastic. Michael, thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much, as always.
There's a great idea in each of us. But it's truly magical to see it come to life. Sharing your creativity with the world has never been easier. We can help.